Y'all, welcome back. He said, she said podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. We need some subscribers. We need y'all to definitely check us out. We need you.
Hello.
We desperately need you. What's that song? What's that song about this? Come on, partner in crime.
In that damn way.
Oh my God.
I'm happy to
My
be
God.
back. Ain't you happy to be back? Cause
I'm happy to be back.
third season, baby.
Third season. It's been a minute since I seen my sister.
I know.
It's been a minute. She be crying all the time. Why you ain't pick up the phone?
I'll be cursing his ass out. Okay.
Cursing it out. Toxic. I'll be at church. You just sending me toxic stuff. I'm like,
in there.
We're back. I've really forgotten what episode this will be, even if it is season 3. This will be 2. This will be episode 2 of season 3. I'm sorry, y'all. I be getting lost, and I love y'all so much. I be like, oh my God, sauce. I miss you. But this is I think this is gonna be one of those episodes that kind of gets a lot of hits. We did it. Like, we got a lot of hits on that whole should men submit to women. Like, y'all really like that conversation, huh? That was deep. Oh my God, come on, man. COVID going around up in here and you're coughing all on me, man. But this episode is called, drumroll, Unrealistic Expectations. And that is where you come in with the other part.
Basically, like, releasing people from what you want them to be to you. Like, I think we make this bond with people, and we want them to be in our lives so bad that we're even forgetting to appreciate or even accept what's in front of us versus what we want. You can want all in the world, for things to be a certain way, but you do have to make peace with the fact that you have to allow people to be, you have to accept whether you allow it or not, because people are going to be who they want to be, but you have to accept and allow that, folks are going to be who they are, and they deserve for that to be accepted, and appreciated.
Right. I definitely think that's true. I think that the biggest issue with the unrealistic expectations of people, and then having to release them once you realize, like, or making the decision to release them once you realize, like, hey, they're just not adding up to what I want them to be, and now I got to release them, because a lot of times I think we hold on to people because it's like, maybe he'll stop cheating. Maybe they'll start showing me more affection. The thought of the maybe, is what keeps us so in that entanglement. That's definitely one of it. Entanglement.
Mercy.
Have you ever been in an entanglement?
No. Oh, well, I've been in an entanglement that I didn't know I was a part of.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I don't think you
people be knowing. People with the
I don't know.
People with the shit nowadays. You got side chicks, and they be knowing they know what they're doing.
But at that point, I don't consider it being an entanglement.
Oh, okay.
I think it's only an entanglement once you get out of it. You be like, oh my God, that was such an entanglement. I was tied up with that brother for this amount of years.
I thought you were talking about, like, cheating.
I mean, yeah, cheating too, but that's another episode. Let's really back in.
How you getting on?
Rewind. But just the unrealistic expectations. I don't know why that's like a tongue tie.
Unrealistic expectations.
Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever been in a situation where, you had to, release someone from who you thought they could be to you, but that's just not who they were. That's not who they are.
Yeah, definitely.
talk about it. Let's talk about
Talk
it.
about it. All right now. I'm trying to think of.
You got plenty.
Yeah, I know. Why you is always like, nigga, you got this
He
and you
over here
got
be
that. I'm gonna throw him
capping
under the
like he don't
bus.
have.
Um, I definitely have a few. I think for me, because I'm so patient, I think the biggest issue for me is like I'll give that out. I'll let that time frame. I'll keep giving people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? And I never forget. I don't know who it was told me this is like once you get to a place where that expectation for that person is starting to get to a place where it's like, all right, look, I don't think that they're gonna be able to make to to fulfill this their obligation or the obligation that you want them to fulfill. Once you get to that point, you gotta come to a point where you be like, look, I can no longer, keep giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know, and
I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna have to just go off of what I see.
right. And for me, it's a lot of times it's been I'm a very communicative person, so I would always want to let the person know like, look, I can't do this anymore because it's not adding up to what I need to add up to.
You ain't gonna do that. You gonna silently ease your way out of their life. That's what you gonna do. Mm-hmm. Be honest. Yeah.
Um, I think my intentions are to have that conversation, but and I'm not gonna. I was gonna say being a man
That is being a
or
man.
just being who I am. I'd rather for it to. I'd rather for the flame to just die out on its own. I'm not gonna sweat it.
Like
I'm
I
not gonna
said,
sweat going to keep picking buckets of water. Oh man, I gotta go smoke. I just rather let it die out. And in particular, there was particular two relationships and even friendships that they died out, and I have no problem with that. I hope you're living well. I continue to bless you.
gapping on that one too.
No, I really do. I really do. I mean, there's times where I'm gonna be honest with you where the thought, you know what I mean? The example I want to use is like it's almost like starting a bonfire. You know, and all this stuff that y'all, all the investment or the time y'all been out here putting wood in, and oh, this is gonna make the fire bigger, or this is gonna make the fire bigger. And then you got this big flame, and y'all out here enjoying the bonfire, and then those expectations of all right, why they ain't why they ain't put the wood on like I want them. Why they put the wood on top of my wood? You know, why they doing that? And then that's when those unrealistic expectations kick in. You know what I mean? Like, why they roasting their marshmallow like that? You know, why they ain't coming back? I told them be back at this time, they not here. You know, and then eventually, like those flames start to die out. And then there's times where it's like when you see the flame dying out, you come and throw another piece of wood. And I'm like, wait, maybe if I put some more wood, or we're gonna use wood as time.
Yeah.
So I want to make that very clear to y'all out there. And then it's you the only one putting the wood in. They not putting no wood in. They just coming over here to enjoy the flames. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah.
You done started up a good little thing.
And you enjoying the flames with them because y'all so used to just being in each other's presence. Not realizing like nigga if you go over there and put some wood in the flame, then it might be bigger and you won't have to be still rubbing your hands together, But they come enjoy the flame when they want to and go over there and start another bonfire with somebody else. How about Shata? Nah. But then enjoy the flame with somebody else. And here you are still putting time in, still making this investment. And then eventually, and this is just my personal experience, like I would sit there at that me personally, I would sit there at that bonfire and just let it die out. Let them come over there and enjoy their, oh, okay.
Have you ever um been in a situation with unrealistic expectations and it was your unrealistic expectation was preventing um you from actually enjoying the relationship for what it is? Like it
Um,
actually was a was actually a positive relationship, but because you wanted something a certain way, instead of you appreciating that person for who they are, you over here trying to make them to be who you want them to be.
I think I got a bubble stuck in my throat. Did my voice just change, y'all? I don't think I've ever had that situation. I think there's been a couple of situations where
That was towards you.
that were towards me. They
Okay.
wanted me to be something that
Yeah.
uh,
You weren't.
I wasn't. Well, let me not say that I wasn't. I just wasn't willing to be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And maybe I'm gonna park this right here. I'm gonna park it right here and unpack this. There's a particular situation where there's a person that wanted me to be more of a I don't even want to use the word aggressive.
You want you to be a hood nigga. Want to be a she
I
wanted you
mean,
to be
you
a
said
hood
it.
ass nigga.
She wanted me to be that.
But he a whole Renaissance man. All right.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong
Over
now,
here.
because I mean, I come from that area of the hood. I can go there, but that's behind me now. That is behind me. Get they behind me, Satan.
He's a wise. Damn. He don't do that no more.
Pretty much.
Okay?
I don't do that no more. All right.
But this is the thing though. She's a whole grown ass woman. A whole grown ass woman. And it's like, how old was she?
30 something,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's like,
but
bitch,
see, I think
you need to get it together and like grow the fuck up and get a grown man. Like a lot of y'all people, y'all don't want grown men. Y'all say you want one, and then when you get one,
I think that definitely is what creates a bigger issue when it comes to unrealistic expectations, because it's like you want this,
yeah,
but you not even this,
yeah,
or you not even that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even still, like you want this, and
but you're not meeting my expectations.
facts.
You know.
But then the thing about it is the thing that you want is what's keeping you, here versus elevating your life.
Right. I think that's a whole nother episode of just talking about living beneath the expectations of where you should be. You know?
Yeah.
That's and I think the bigger issue is when we take it into like a mental health uh direction. What is that thing that's keeping you from achieving or even desiring a greater expectation for yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Uh like, what is it? I can put myself out here. There was a lot of times where my expectations for a girlfriend or a wife was like, look, as long as you just show up, like you ain't got to buy me nothing, you ain't got to support, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to do that, like just be cute and worship her.
I'll love you.
And I just love you.
You
just
did
love
have,
me.
She did have to have purpose. She did have to be a worshiper.
Yes, but see, that's the thing. Like, I think in that last relationship, I never realized how important that was to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because I come from, I'm a purpose pusher. Being a coach, you know what I'm saying? Like with you, I'm like, man, Nina be like, I want to go fly a plane. Go fly that plane, Nina. Go fly that plane. We gonna do this together. I'm gonna be right there with you. Knowing damn well Nina ain't got no pilot license, ain't never flew no plane. Here my black ass is just sitting there, let's go, Nina. I'm a purpose pusher. So if anybody is passionate about anything, I don't care what it is, like I'm gonna immediately have this attraction to you anyway. You know what I mean? Like now, when it came to that particular situation, she approached me with what I was attracted to.
Yeah.
She approached me with what I was just that beneath my expectations, which was I love you, I support you, I believe in you. I was like, okay, buy me some shoes, okay, buy me a bag, okay. Buy me something to eat, okay.
But I mean I think that's because like you were getting something that you really didn't know that you really needed,
Right, right,
and I think that's the good thing that I can say about her is that like I think she opened up your eyes to the fact that just as much as you give and put into a relationship, someone also should do the same thing for you. Because I think you're such a man in the way that like you it's a duty of yours to take care of yours, to take care of what you're
right,
responsible for,
right.
take care of your woman, and you really take like that's what you're gonna do. Like that's kind of like how God is. Regardless of how we act, He gonna provide for His kids or whatever,
Right.
and that's just kind of your character as a person. But then like you ain't God, you are human. You also have you also should be poured back into too. You know what I'm saying? So, I do think that I'm glad that she allowed you to experience that and show you that because that's what you deserve, Cody. That's what you deserve. But
Aw, made me cry on the podcast. Uh, but eventually it got to that particular relationship got to a point where because like she was definitely I believe anybody who is a nurturer
Mhm.
is automatically a pour. You know what I mean? Like they're automatically gonna pour into you, whether it's they're always gonna uh, push you, if that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Mhm.
Because they just have a nurturing spirit. Especially and I don't know about men because I don't I can't really say that. You know what I mean? I am a man, but I don't date them, so I really can't
Men have
identify with that.
there are some men that have nurturing
Yeah, I
characteristics.
definitely feel like
Yeah.
I have a nurturing spirit.
Yeah.
But not so much to the point where I'm gonna be that dude that when I see you, I don't want to forget I said that. Forget I said that. But a lot of women that I've noticed, even just friends who have children, they automatically are nurturers by
Mm.
nature.
Yeah.
So they automatically pour into you, even
Yeah.
when you don't know it. Like I could have said, like, bro, I'm tired right now. You're not tired. You're strong. You're wise. I really didn't need you to encourage me. I was just saying that I was tired, or that I appreciate it. Like you just need to get some rest right now, boyfriend. Okay, all right. But what happened with that situation was like once I realized what I needed and those unrealistic expectations for her, which was purpose. Like I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like I've recently had some kind of take a liking to your boy, bro. If you ain't got no purpose, stay away. Stay away
Stay your
from
ass
me.
out of
Stay
here.
away, please,
Get
because I
your
ain't got
ass.
time to help you find it. Because I'm walking in mines. I ain't got time for you to be talking about some. Well, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do that. No, and I am having a moment right now because I'm sick and tired of trying to help somebody find your purpose. Find your purpose before you come and talk to me. Find your purpose before you slide in my DMs. Find your purpose. Find your purpose in God,
Right.
first and foremost.
Right. Recognize who you step into.
Yes.
Don't come correct. Okay. I definitely agree.
And I ain't perfect. I know that. I'm definitely not
Hey,
perfect.
no, we're gonna stay right there. Talk your shit, okay? Because you is a shit.
I'm not perfect. But what I'm trying to relay here is I'm trying to encourage somebody. I feel that in my spirit. I really feel I'm putting the top back on my bottle. I don't want to drop the water all over the place. But I feel like what we need to do nowadays is like we need to find our purpose. You know, you won't be worried about. You won't be stressed. Ooh, I don't know. I'm about to go here. You won't be stressed out working a 9 to 5 job, worried about what somebody else doing, and trying to discourage them from their purpose. Why you doing this and why you doing that, brother? Find your purpose, and then you'll see why I'm so driven.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let that go. Talking about unrealistic expectations and stuff, and I'm all over here talking about purpose. But I say that to say, when it came to that situation, like there was that unrealistic expectation for her was like I just wanted her to. I could not understand why somebody who I truly believe that she was a gifted individual.
Mhm.
She had so much inside of her through conversation, but I felt like her expectations for herself were so beneath where God wanted her to be. She couldn't see the purpose that she had in herself,
Yeah.
you know? And it frustrated me because I was like, bruh, come on, please. And I'm not gonna say God said this, but there was times where I wanted to pour into her in a purpose way and be like, look, man, I just see God doing this. But because of the relationship that she had with God, I know she wouldn't.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was another confirmation for me too. Like I didn't want to be with somebody when my expectations let's go spiritual sense. We're here, and yours is here, and then I got to come down here.
Yeah.
Like I don't have time for that. I feel a Pastor Smith anointing coming on here. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
uh I can't be trying to encourage. Like don't get me wrong. As a husband, as a boyfriend, as a friend, I am probably the most biggest supporter
Mhm.
that you would find. You know what I'm saying? But I can't sit up. My granddad told me this one time. He said, if I push you down, if I push you out this chair right now, and you fall on the ground, and I come back over here tomorrow and you still on the ground, like, bruh, I'm not gonna encourage you. Like, come on, Nina, get up, Nina. Like I was encouraging you yesterday to get up when I first pushed you down. That's your problem now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I just don't have time to be trying to encourage somebody to get up. Get up from there. Get up from there. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just in another season right now, and it's arrogant, as prideful as it may sound. I just can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think when it comes, I think it's on a mental health standpoint. I think it's healthy to release people from unrealistic expectations because you're not
Because you're
God.
doing them a disservice by continuing to hold on to them.
You're doing yourself a disservice too because
Yeah.
you're stressing yourself out unnecessarily, and here you are, you know, putting more energy into something that you could put into yourself, or into other things that are aligning. Like one of the greatest things that God has taught me is like it's okay for you to create the life that you desire, and it's okay for you to align yourself with what aligns with your vision for your life. So if you have no vision for your life, then you will be everywhere, and you'll be like, you'll be jumping on everyone's bandwagon
Hmm.
because you have no vision for your life. But if you have a vision for your life or whatever, when somebody comes around and they're not, stepping up to your expectations of what you can have in this life, then you're not going to align yourself with them. You're going to like, hey, you know what? It's cool. Do you over there, but I'm going to be over here, and I'm going to still, be doing what I know I need to be doing over here. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's important to um, know the vision for your life. It's important to know who to align yourself with, and that's easier said than done. Like I know that it's so easy to like say like, oh, align yourself, but it's like you have to know where you're going. You have to know where you want to go, and you have to know, like you was saying, like sometimes you have to know your purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to go through certain experiences that say, yeah, when I was doing this over here, this wasn't really pushing me towards my purpose. It was pushing me away from my purpose. So now I know I can't, associate myself with these types of people because it gets me off track. You know what I'm saying? So, life will teach you, how to align yourself in a way that, you won't you can, I guess, practice better with these expectations that you have of yourself and of people. I mean, that's just kind of um, my thoughts on that. But I can also relate to what you were saying concerning how people can have, unrealistic expectations for you. And, I've had that same thing happen with me, in my life where I'm just gonna, I'm gonna dumb it down. It's not even like anything like, about purpose. It's just, compatibility or personality wise. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess it is that is very, because my personality is very much attached to my purpose. So, but either way, um, there are people who they want you to be this soft individual that's like, saying things a certain way, doing things a certain way, and if you don't do it like this, then they discredit you, or count you off as a negative person or a bad person, instead of just respecting you as an individual for who you are, and seeing that, hey, well, this person is just not for me. They're not a bad person, they're just not for me. Or allowing themselves to be open to the fact that everybody ain't like you. Everybody ain't gonna do stuff like you. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like a lot of people, don't like the fact that I'm blunt or that I'm direct or whatever. But there is a need for that in the world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be, scooting around the elephants in the room, and all this type of shit. Like, you need direct folks in your life to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, we ain't talking about that over there. We talking about this. Let's stay on course. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, having people come into your life, trying to discourage you of something that's actually a good thing is an unrealistic expectation. Unrealistic expectation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, um, it's on that note. It's good to be self aware. It's good to like know yourself. It's good to know, the good qualities about yourself. One of the things that helped me to understand what's good and what's not good is my relationship with God. If I didn't have Him to guide
Mhm.
me, oh my God, I would be like going crazy, because people are so fickle. People are so fickle.
Fickle.
In one season, a person can hate cheese. In the next season, they love cheese. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if someone can hate something that's not that bad, and then love it in the next season, what does that mean for you? If they are at a certain place in their life, maturity level in their life, they don't like you for whatever their reasoning is, or they don't appreciate your individual, as an individual, and then, in 5 years they appreciate that type of person, then you just changed yourself for what? You were never wrong to be who you are. So it's like, it's very important to just know who you are and stand firm in that, versus like trying to like people please, and like, no, like, identify what you want in your life, identify who you want to be, and identify what is good, you know what I'm saying, and beneficial for your life, and those that you are around, you know what I'm saying, and be that, and that's fine. Stand on that, Hey, with chest.
Fickle. 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 Motherfucker. No, I think hearing you say that, I think life is fickle. Seasons are everything is fickle, And I think the biggest thing in that is like, we have to be okay with being fickle. I know it's like, I remember this little running joke. Fickle. Like, social media is fickle. The industry is fickle.
Yeah.
Church is fickle. Pastors are fickle. But you know why we're fickle? Because we're human.
Yeah.
So whoever's listening is, you fickle. You just a fickle. Just a fickle. I'm fickle.
Fickle a little bit.
There's certain things that I was interested in last year that I just don't have the taste for anymore. Yeah, because I definitely have given some chances to some people, and I should have been fickle.
But to be honest, I feel like those situations that made you stronger, and also like grew. Like, I'm really proud of who you have grown into, since.
And it feels like you make me wanna show my feelings.